Welcome back to the third video in this series, Yoga for Core, all about strengthening up our core so that it can translate into other movements and other aspects of our daily life. We're going to start lying down today, so come to lay onto your spine and then hug your knees into your chest whenever you get down to the floor. Just take a minute to rock the knees from side to side, maybe even closing down the eyes. Taking 3 big breaths. So breathing in through the nose and then exhaling out through the nose. 2 more in through the nose. And mouth closed, exhale out through the nose. 1 more in your own time. And then planting both feet down onto the floor. Make sure you can tickle your ankles with your fingertips. Palms press down into the floor, and we inhale to lift the hips for a bridge pose. You want to squeeze on your glutes so that your hips can push up higher. Inhale, 2 more breaths, squeeze up, and if you can, squeeze the belly button in towards the spine. Inhale for 1. Exhale, slowly roll all the way down, knees come into the chest, a little rock, side to side. We're going to do that 1 more time. So you can stay with that same variation or you can add on. Planting the feet back down to the floor when you're ready, tickling the ankles. Option 1 is to do what we did before. This time option 2 is to inhale, bum, hips up to the sky, and we add on, take the arms all the way up and overhead. So you're taking away a little bit of that stability. And then squeezing the glutes on to push the hips up higher. 2 more breaths. Inhale for 1. And then exhale, arms come back first before the hips come down. We're bringing the right knee into our chest and extending the left leg. Extend the right leg up and take your hands behind the thigh. We're going to inhale to come up, similar to a crunch. And then we're going to switch on the exhale. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. For 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6. Squeeze belly button for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both legs together, hands go behind the thighs. We're rocking up to a standing position. As many times as you need, get some momentum before you come all the way up to a standing position, rolling the shoulders back at the top. Take a big breath in. And this time exhale it out through the mouth. You're going to bring your feet about hip width apart. And we're coming into a chair pose. So bending the knees and sweeping the arms. Biceps cover the ears. So try not to round. Try to bring the arms in line with your bicep. And then we're going to slowly lower down towards a flat back. So legs stay where they are. Belly comes forward as if it's coming onto the thighs. Arms stay in line with the ears. 2 more breaths. Inhale for 1. And then we plant the hands down to the floor and step it back to a downward facing dog. Take a minute to pedal the legs. And then we're inhaling, right leg comes up to the sky, point through your toes. Squeeze the knee into your chest. So you really want to round through the back, pull the knee in, compress it into the chest. And then we're stepping through to a low lunge. Left hand goes down, right arm comes up to the sky for a twist. Inhale onto the left fingertips. And then exhale, up with the arms by your side. Swivel yourself a little further around in your twist. Then leaning back, right hand to the back of the thigh, left arm up and over. A big stretch out of the abs. One more breath. Windmill the arms all the way back down. Take it back to your downward facing dog. One breath. This time inhale, left leg up to the sky, point through the toes. Knee squeezes into the chest, compress it, bring it really nice and close. Hold for a full breath. And then we step left foot through, back knee comes down. Right hand plants, left arm to sky. Onto the right fingertips. And then we're coming all the way up for a twist. If you find you're kind of diagonal, then you want to go with your breath. So inhaling as normal. And on your exhale, spin your chest open out wide. Should give you a little bit more space. Left hand behind, right arm sweeps up. Take a lean back. One full breath. Windmill the hands all the way down to the floor. This time step it back to your high plank pose. Shift the weight forward into the wrists, and we're going to lower down for the count of 5. So squeezing the elbows in towards the body for 5, lowering down 4, 3, 2, all the way down on 1. Arms go back behind. Palms face out to the side. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hands come all the way down. Push back to downward facing dog for 2 big breaths. And now we're moving into our challenge. So starting with the left hand. Right fingertips are really spread wide. You want a really good foundation in your right hand. Then we're coming up onto our left fingertips. If this is good enough, then stay here. Otherwise, coming onto 2 of the left fingers. If you want to continue, you can lift the left arm off and maybe bring it all the way round. Rest it on the thigh or maybe to the side of the body. One more breath. Slowly, carefully, bring it all the way back down. Take a pedal with the legs. And then on to the other side. Left fingertips really spread wide, fingers are gripped into the floor. Onto your right fingers. And then maybe coming up onto 2 of the right fingers, so there's a little less stability. Maybe taking right arm up, maybe reaching all the way back to the thigh or in line with the body. One more big breath. Slowly bring it all the way down. Take a minute to press through, to pedal. One more big breath. And then we're taking right leg up to the sky, point through the toe. Again, squeezing knee into the chest. Shift the weight forward into the wrists and hold for a breath. This time we're stepping through to a warrior two. Right foot plants down. Come all the way up to your warrior two, bending into the front knee. One big breath here, squeezing right knee out wide. And then we're turning to face the side, bringing the palms in prayer out of chest. We're inhaling to go nice and tall with the spine. And then exhale, your right elbow comes down to your front knee. You're going to use the elbow to push the knee out wide and spin your chest out to the side. So we're nice and open at the side. One more breath here. And then slightly come up. We're pivoting to an arrow lunge. So the back foot comes forward and the arms come forward in a diagonal line. Squeeze belly button to spine. One more breath. Exhaling, left hand to the floor for a twisted lunge. Inhale for 1. And then onto the left fingertips, just as we did before. Coming all the way up with the arms. So it's exactly the same as we did before, but just with the back knee off this time. One more breath here. And then right hand to the back. Left arm sweeps all the way up for a big stretch. One full breath. And then take it all the way down to the floor. Step back to your downward facing dog. Maybe take a pedal. Or maybe just in stillness for one more breath in your down dog. This time, left leg inhale, it goes to the sky. Knee squeezes into the chest and we shift forward into the wrists. One full breath. Inhale, we step the foot through, coming to warrior two on the other side. Squeezing that left knee out wide. Your glutes should start to switch on here. Big breath in. Hands come together into prayer. We take an inhale to lift really nice and tall with the spine. And exhale, elbow comes down to the front knee. We spin our chest out to the side. Keep the connection with your elbow to knee to push the knee out wider. One more breath. And then we're inhaling to lift and come forward into an arrow lunge, diagonal line from fingertips to heel. One breath, squeezing belly button to spine. Right hand comes down for a twist. And then up onto your right fingertips. Squeezing all the way up to the side for a twist. Nice and strong. One more breath. Left hand goes behind, right reaches up for a big stretch. Inhale for 1. Exhale, take it all the way down to the floor and step it back to a downward facing dog. Take a really big breath in. And then a big sigh out the mouth. We're bending up the knees and looking forward. Stepping or jumping all the way through to a boat pose. The legs are going to come out in front of us. You can start with the toes on the floor if you wish. Otherwise, hands underneath the thighs, legs up. If you can, try to extend the arms. Maybe even extend the legs, and we're holding for 2 more breaths. Nice inhale for 1. Then we're lowering to a low boat. So your lower back comes down onto the floor, shoulders and feet stay off. It's really strong. We hold for 2 more breaths. This is such a good pose for our core. Inhale for 1. Exhale, lower it all the way down, bringing knees into the chest. If you want to take one pose away from your practice, it is that final one. That is what will work your core. Hug the knees in the middle for a big breath in. And exhale, knees go over to the right for a spinal twist. Maybe left arm extends out. 3 breaths. Enjoy the kind of twisting of the tummy. After strengthening our abs, it's quite nice to stretch them out in this pose. 1 more breath. Inhale, the head comes in first. Then the knees squeeze in. Exhale, knees over to the left. Right arm extends, maybe the head goes over to the right. Inhale for 2. And then head in the middle first. Knees come into the chest. Give yourself one final hug. And then up to a seat. Well done for taking the time to do the work today. I will see you in my next and final video of this series next Sunday. If you've enjoyed any of the videos, please leave a comment and let me know, as it really helps.